Yo, yo, yo. What's good, everybody? How was your weekend? Who's all here? Let's see here. What's up, Kyle? Miss K? Plum Trader? Trader 007? Lambra, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. That's a name I haven't seen in a little while. Lambra, Albu, welcome. Mason, you've been a member for 16 months. Dang, we've had memberships for that long. Just Ain't Right. McTodd. A Teragram, Ms. Rain, Alexander, how we doing, guys? Nice gap we've got, huh? To open the week. Huge, nice, aggressive volatility on Friday, kind of range bound on Friday after the sell-off overnight. Friday, I didn't trade a whole lot on Friday. I think I took two trades maybe. Two trades. I'm still trading that funded account, the 25K funded account that has really gone nowhere in like a week. Account balance is currently sitting at 217.50. So we are still trading that account. I haven't really touched it other than placing fake trades on it over the last 2 days. Guys, fingers crossed tonight the stream doesn't crash on me. I think we've resolved the issue at this point, but I can't make any guarantees on that. So we're hoping that everything is resolved. Internet speeds are all good. We've had a lot of really bad weather here in Louisville over the last couple weeks, and a couple towers have gone down in that time because of tornadoes and stuff like that, and we think that that has something to do with it. So just regional internet support hasn't been the greatest with AT&T, so we think that was the issue. We think it's resolved, and we're hoping that the stream does not crash on us this evening. Tonight, kind of what I'm expecting, the daily. You guys can see we still kind of have sellers trapped. We did peak at new lows right before the close on Friday. So we did tap into this gap that we have on the daily chart. However, we have shot 300 points up off the open tonight. So, still some trapped sellers down here. I'll be looking at, let's see, what is this wick right here? We kind of have double bottom wicks here. It looks like we're currently rejecting these downside wicks that we have here on the daily right now and hanging out a little bit below. So I'll be looking for the next push up here to like just above 700, 720, 725 area, 730, something like that. And we'll see what happens. Conversely, if we get a pullback towards the 550 level, you know, this open, obviously we'll be looking for a possible gap fill. I'm just not so sure that happens tonight. As Albu says in the chat, single stock futures is going to be live and available starting, I don't know if it's tonight or if it's tomorrow. I haven't looked specifically. I've tried to not be at the desk as much as possible. So let me know if some of those single stock futures are trading right now. I don't know if anybody's looked. Not that the props are supporting it just yet, but I'm just wondering what the volume is going to look like on those. Like, is there going to be enough liquidity to be worthwhile trading initially? Because if you guys remember a few years back, They introduced nano futures. What's up, Casper? They introduced nano futures, which was 1/10 the size of a micro contract, but it never really like caught on. It never picked up mainstream. So I'm kind of wondering what it's going to look like initially. I won't be trading it for a little while, not till I see everything's kind of calmed down and I hear other success stories with it. I won't be the guinea pig. Hey, what's up, Warriors? How are you? I won't be the guinea pig. Let's put it that way. It looks like on the DOM, we've got interest up there, up into 850. I don't mind. To the downside, obviously below Friday's lows, there's a lot of orders stacked up there. Gonna be hard for me to short this move, though. I think until we're back below 500, it's gonna be really difficult for me to short this move. Kyle, you want to be the GOAT? Oh, Kyle WV is the GOAT. Yeah, I think Mason put that command in there one of the times when Kyle, I think he super chatted $100 or something like that, or purchased a bunch of channel memberships. I can't remember when that all came about. But Kyle WV is the GOAT. He has gotten max payouts for My Funded Futures. I think he took like an $80,000 payout for My Funded Futures. He's a good trader. Really good trader. My levels, guys, if you're curious, this is kind of what we're looking at. Let me reset these pivot points and see if they adjust. Okay. So, looks like central pivot is sitting right at 410. Looks like we traded right up into R1. We rejected my level up here at like the 680s. Looks like 685 was the top of that wick. Yeah, Rotunda, I'm not sure. Will Ferrell has been in your town to promote the new show on Netflix, Hawk or whatever it is. Yeah, Rotunda, I'm not sure. I'm sure you can probably do a quick Google search as far as what the actual ticker symbols are for those individual stock futures. So there's an S in front of it, Albu. That's what the ticker symbols are. So there's just an S plus whatever the symbol is. Welcome, everybody. As you're filing in, if you could, hit that thumbs up button for me. Tonight, we are giving away a 50K Lucid Flex test account at some point this stream. So if you're interested in participating in a marbles race a little bit later, stick around. Marbles races are always a good time if you haven't been a part of one just yet. How'd last week treat you guys, out of curiosity? Last week was pretty much, I mean, I feel like I was break even, but looking at my stats, I made just over $1,000 for the whole week. So it wasn't a terrible, like altogether, all my trading was $1,000 profit, but it didn't feel that way. It felt like I struggled last week. Whereas you were doing good until Friday. Friday was tough, guys. Like, historically, Fridays are bad for me. Like, they just are. The price action's a little bit different. There's usually a little more volatility. You know, you got options contracts expiring every Friday. It's a nightmare. This week, by the way, we do have some big player earnings. You got Amazon and Microsoft. You've got FOMC this week. So we might be in for a lot of the same. Generally, you know, the lead up into that, Monday, sometimes you get a nice move. And then Tuesday's kind of range bound normally on weeks like that. So just be on alert that is happening the second half of this week, and plan accordingly, you know, trade accordingly. Honestly, guys, I'm just nervous that the stream's gonna crash on me again. That's what I'm nervous about. I'm hoping everything goes smooth tonight. But anytime the chat goes quiet on me, I start getting a little nervous. So just keep talking in the chat. Yeah, it's here, Graham. Anytime that chat goes quiet. You hear, Ms. Rain? All right. Anytime that chat goes quiet, I get a little nervous. Micro single stock futures have 10x leverage, and single stock futures have a 100x leverage. Are you kidding me? Testing is. What's up, Zen? How are you? All right, we kind of have a bull flag happening right now. I might give this a shot. Got these orders resting up here at 800. Let's see how this reacts. But I think if we get this kind of a move, I think I like the longs on the move back above 620. If this just snaps to the downside, I'm not going to have a trade. I'm going to wait till price gets a little bit below 550, and then we'll reevaluate at that point if price does snap to the downside. All right, we are in this position. We are long right now. If we get back above 640, I'll probably go break even on the trade. We're going to target just above 700 right now. Not a huge fan of the stall out there at 630, but I do think we might get that run back towards the highs. Yeah, greatest nothing. I mean, if you get that short at 630, it's not bad. It's not a bad play. I just know on Sundays, a lot of times that initial move, it just keeps going that direction early on. So that's kind of what I'm anticipating here. And I'm only risking, you know, 22 points, 23 points, something like that. So it's really minimal risk. The only thing that has me is I think we might be coming back up here to this 800 level. All right, we're not getting the push that I wanted to see. I wanted to see a little more aggressive move, so I'm going to go ahead and go break even at this point. I don't want the nasty snap back down. I'd rather it just accelerate up to 650 and then see where we had the exhaustion here. I would have rather seen that move right away, and it's just not happening. So we'll get out of this trade. We'll take the break even. Or maybe we survive even. Who knows? All right, there it is. We out. Break even trade. What's up, son of Wall Street? How are you? Oh, of course. The one last little wick down. Of course. Make sure I took that order off. Yeah, it's off. All right. Guys, I really got to quit playing with my stops. I just need to let the trade play out, I think. I've been doing that too frequently. I have a little bit of PTSD after some Trump tweets recently, in recent weeks, where my stop's been jumped on some Trump tweet. And I've got this PTSD thing psychologically going on. My reads are usually pretty good, but with the volatility combined with the random Trump tweet here and there, that's wrecked me. I have this. yeah, Teargram, it's bad. It's bad. It has me going break even way sooner than I would have ever been. All right, another exhaustion there. Another exhaustion print there on the 1 minute. We're kind of breaking those levels to the top side on the 15 minute over here. I'm thinking that this is likely the area, you know, where my target was. Yeah, Rotund. Right now for me, because of what's happened recently to me, I am definitely in, you know, on prop accounts, especially small prop accounts with small balances. I'm definitely more in protect the capital side of things rather than let the trade play out right now, which I shouldn't be, right? I should always get into a trade assuming a certain amount of risk and just let the trade play out. But yeah, lately, because of those Trump tweets that have wrecked me a couple times, I am definitely skittish. I am definitely quick to go break even if I see it go in profit at all. Because it's still better to protect the downside than to get rinsed, right? Like, that's still the better alternative. But welcome, everybody. It looks like we got almost 60 people in here right now. Smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. Like I said, we are going to do a Lucid 50K Flex account giveaway this evening. So stick around if you want your chance to win. We'll open up the registration at some point throughout the stream tonight. It will only be for a limited time. You guys know the routine at this point. I guess I don't need to explain all this. And guys, we are... So, here's the caveat tonight, by the way. We did hit 8.7K subscribers during the last stream. However, because of recent events on the stream, we have dropped back below, and the lack of streams and lack of content going out, we have dropped back below 8.7K. So we have run into major resistance at subscriber count 8.7K. We have hit it on multiple occasions now, and every time sellers have come in strong. So we have run into major resistance. Rotund, I like up to 700 at least. looking for that bull flag breakout. Yeah, I mean, me too. So if you're lurking in the background and want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button if you could. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, everybody hit that thumbs up button. We are live on Kick currently as well. Just to give you all a heads up, we're going to try 2 streams tonight. One on YouTube and one on Kick, and we'll see how it goes. 10 minis long. Yeah, Casper. We've run into major resistance at 8,700. I mean, guys, we've been there for 2 months, to be fair. We've been at that subscriber count for 2 months. I think it's like over the last 2 months we are, let's see here, last 28 days. Last 28 days we are plus 22 subscribers. In the last 28 days. So yeah, the channel's slowed down. The growth on the channel has slowed down. Let's put it that way. Subscribers are consolidating bull flag formation. We need to find some buyers, Zen. We need some buyers. We got to find those buyers. Or one big buyer. Vivek, two minis upside? Off the open or recently? I mean, if you're long off the open, you're sitting you're sitting good. Give the channel back. Yeah, I mean, it's major resistance at that 8,700 level for sure. Major resistance. Every time we peak above, we get smacked. You typically back down into the 8680s. What's up, Future Trader? How are ya? Yeah, Warriors Loves. Unfortunately, with what else we have going on right now, the channel has been less of a focus than it should have been this whole time, to be fair. A lot more work going on than what the viewer sees. Let's put it that way. A lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot more work than the viewer sees. Your rose bushes are the same way? Oh, as far as growth on the channel? I'm pretty excited for football season. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited for football season, guys. I'm ready for it. We're kind of in that point right now where it's, I mean, you have baseball to watch, and really that's about it. You can talk about the LeBron James trade to the 76ers, I guess, if you really want to, or LeBron signing with the 76ers. But we're kind of in that get football to the finish line. Like, let's start this thing. Hey, you had the World Cup to watch. Dion, NFL, college? Yeah, exactly. Greatest nothing. Exactly. Everybody get your DraftKings or your FanDuel's accounts. Yeah, Zen. LeBron is a 76er. Captain Price, your momentum scalping right now? NFL, my favorite team is the Detroit Lions. I'm a Detroit fan. Detroit Pro Sports. So, like, basketball, I'm Detroit Pistons. Baseball, obviously, I'm Detroit Tigers. NFL, I'm Detroit Lions. Hockey, I'm Detroit Red Wings. Yeah, Captain Price. I mean, there's, like, if you really like the high-paced, you know, almost like Rips style trading where you have a real good read on the order flow, you know, based on the size of the orders that are going off on here. I think you can get some pretty quick, you know, 5-10 point moves on NQ for sure. That's just not my style of trading. I've never been good at it. That's generally when I see a lot of P&Ls, hot, you know, big P&L swings on my accounts is when I'm trying to do that. How old is LeBron now? Albu? How old is LeBron? Is he, what, 42? 41? I know he's in his 40s. Just kind of consolidating at this supply demand level. So I'm going to wait at this point to see if we can get that move in the pullback and a hold above 630 for the move up, I guess is what I would want to see at the, you know, kind of one of these break and retest for the move up to 700. Yeah, Captain Price, I'm with you. Anytime I see consolidation, you know, in the middle or above the level, I'm leaning long side. I'm right there with you as far as that's concerned. If we were consolidating below, like say price had dipped back down to here, came back up and was consolidating below, I would be leaning towards the shorts. But because it's holding up right now, I'm more prone to take a long than I am a short from up here. Where's our next pivot to the top side? Wow, way up here? Are you kidding me? Okay, where's the 50%? 7770? Yeah, I guess this could be... I don't know. I'm going to watch this level right here. I think we make the move up here to just above 700 at some point before we would see that roll over into the gap fill. I could be wrong, But hey, what's up, Minimum? How are ya? Long time no see. Hope everything is going well. Yeah, greatest nothing. I mean, generally you like to see the full moves to the pivots. The 50% move sometimes has some reaction as well. So right now I've got that 50% sitting right at 770. I mean, we're consolidating above R1 pivot, so I like the move up. You know, are those orders still sitting up there towards 800? Yeah, those orders are still resting there. Hey, what's up, Daily Day Trade? How are you? You heard on Twitter it was more hype than a Kendrick Lamar intro run. Guys, we did actually, if you're interested, you can give us a follow on X. We did create a Level Up X account as well, so go ahead and give us a follow on X. We haven't posted anything, right? We just created the account, but you're more than welcome to follow us on X. Obviously, we'll make announcements on X and on YouTube. But the indicator suite's going good. I've got no new updates for you right now. I don't want to say anything at this point. I really, the next announcement I will make will be it's live and available, and you guys can go swoop it up. You guys can go sign up and download. The waitlist is still open. We're getting close to being full as far as the waitlist is concerned. So if you want to be one of those first to try it out, definitely get on that waitlist. It is going to be first come, first serve, and we are going to be capped at 40 users initially. So if you want to get on there, go to leveluptrading.com, LVL trading or LVLUPtrading.com, and get on that waitlist. We are very close to full. Very close to full. All right, let's see if we can get that burst up, kind of fail. What I would like to see, ideally, is the fail of that opening candle wick high. Let me draw this out for you here quick. Something like this, like tap up, go test maybe 660, 665 area, come back down and hold 630 for the long up. That's ideally the type of action I would like to see. If we don't get that, I'm not going to take the long. The only other way that I take the long right now is if we give one of these moves to take out this prior swing low and then quickly reclaim back above 600 and hold this like 605 level. What's the wait list about, Minimum? Oh, it's a wait list for when we release, when we have public availability for all the tools we've been building. That's what the wait list is for. 7-day free trial initially, so you'll get to try it out without making a purchase or anything. Decide whether or not it's for you. But we are capping it at 40 people initially so that we can get a good feel. You thought it was for a date with me, Miss K? So that we can get a good feel about what we're dealing with as far as support on the back end and how everything is functioning on the back end. We're going to cap it at that for now until we have a good feel of what we're dealing with as far as workflow is concerned. And so whoever does, has the best, whoever does make the purchase or have the free trial, have the best support possible during that time as well. Right? Like, we don't want to be like every other company out there that just lacks on customer support, where it takes days to get a response. We want you guys to have the best experience possible with the product and the tools, so that if you have a question, you're not waiting hours to get answers to that question. You love a good back-end support. Yeah, we want to do right by everybody. We don't want to be messing around. We want to be professional. If you're going to compete in this space, you have to deliver the best. And we intend on delivering the best. What you'll get access to is the order flow, easy order flow. So the delta candles printing, the way that you see here with exhaustion absorption signals. You'll get the supply demand levels with all time frames associated, no matter what time frame you're looking at. Like, you got 15-minute levels over here. I have the 1-hour levels turned on this 1-minute chart right now. So no matter what time frame you're looking at, there are levels there. Obviously the lower time frames get a little more messy, and they get a little more frequent as far as when they're printing and when they're changing and what's going on. You'll get the risk engine that has a VRI, which I don't typically show on here, but we have a synthetic VIX built into it, which is like an oscillator that shows where the VIX rating is at any given time on the symbols. Whatever symbol you're looking at, right? Because the VIX only tracks SPX, right? But we have built one to track every symbol. So that's what this is down here. You'll get access to that. You'll get access to the trading terminal, which is unbelievable. And I wish I could show it. However, I can't seem to show things on my stream because, well, we have lurkers and copycatters out there that are trying to repackage and steal ideas, and I'm just not going to show anything anymore until it's public, Yeah, Tony, 100%. 100%. Hey, what's up, Mahmood? How are you? So yeah, we just can't show it. Until everything is public, I'm not going to show anymore. I'm not going to have people lurking and trying to copycat and put out, generic look-alike, especially the bigger channels. And that's what we're seeing. We're starting to see some bigger channels that are building similar products. And no, they're not the same. They're not as good, but that's not going to matter if they have the eyeballs and the resources and can do it for cheaper, So we have to be smart from here on out and not divulge too much information. Yeah, great. It's nothing I know. All they got to do is screenshot and go. That's it. It's what we're noticing. It's what we're noticing. But I can tell you this, right? And inevitably, great, it's nothing. We're going to deal with it all along the way, right? We're going to deal with that happening all along the way, no matter what we do. Because in this line of work, the only thing you can technically legally copyright is the code itself. And even that, you're limited on protection. You're limited on the amount of legal protection that you actually have, right? Anytime you update anything, the code changes. That unchanged portion of the code is no longer covered by the copyright. You have to amend your copyright, the trademarks, and all that stuff. It gets expensive really, really quick. So you just have to do things smart. You have to be quiet. You have to keep things in-house until it's publicly ready. So unfortunately, I can't show everything, you know, which is unfortunate because really the trading terminal. Hey, Ethan, how are you? The trading terminal is amazing, guys. It's the best. It's the best thing you will have seen. It's the best thing you have seen. And there's features within there that you will have never seen that are going to really give you an advantage. Really give you an advantage. Yeah, great. It's nothing. It's because anybody that can, like the bigger channels, just have they have teams probably entirely on payroll, entirely dedicated to surfing the web and finding any idea they can that will give their product or channel the boost, right? And that's inevitably what's happening. You know, when we have created new tools that we are starting to see knockoffs of only a couple months after we have these out on my live streams, something is going on. Dion, initially it's only Quant Hour. However, we are in the process of converting to, next will be Ninja Trader. And then after that will be Tradeovate and Sierra charts. So we will have it available on multiple platforms eventually. But yeah, this initial release is just going to be Quant Tower, just so we can kind of do like a soft opening, so to speak, right? So we know what we're dealing with on the back end. We don't want to get too overloaded right off the bat, both for your benefit and ours. So we got to be smart about things. Albu, you don't want to brag, but you'd be surprised if Claude would be able to reverse engineer. Albu, I don't know that would be possible. I mean, it might be. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what they produce. If they can produce something similar and sell it for cheaper, the public doesn't really care, right? They don't really care. It won't be until they lose a lot of money using those tools that it really matters. Will you be allowed to trade after Asia Open even if you're not Asian? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure you can trade after Asia Open. Roton? I'm fairly certain you can. One of the things you will notice, guys, is a little hint on the easy order flow, is a lot of times what you're going to see is the brighter the color, this is an indication of buyers unable to push price any higher. In other words, you probably have a delta divergence here towards these highs. A lot of times you'll see a reversal when you see it at the end of moves. And when you see it at the beginning of moves, like if you saw a bright green candle at the beginning of moves towards the lows, that could also indicate the reversal, especially when it's combined with exhaustion and absorption signals going off. So that's kind of a hint as far as reading what these candles are representing. So it's an easier way to visualize what is happening in the order flow itself. So instead of looking at it the way I used to look at it, like this, where I'm trying to spot, you know, big orders and price, you know, aggressive buyers unable to push price any higher, and that being the indication of exhaustion or absorption, now we get this print and the color change of the candles is all. All right, so technically I don't even need this anymore. I can just read this. Is the next point. All right, so I do think we get that move above 700 at some point. So maybe we are going to, that second drawing that I had, maybe we do get the sweep back below this swing low. You like the music, Zenza? What did I put? Oh, I put on Synthwave playlist. Synthwave tonight via Epidemic Sound. Yeah, like maybe we price falls back here to towards 580, grabs up, you know, this volume sitting here just below 600, and then we get the bounce. That's what I would love to see. Oh, 1 second, guys. Sorry, had to close the blinds. Daily day trade. I don't think that like if the gap doesn't fill right away, like if we don't get that initial move, create the gap, and then immediately fall over, roll back over. Generally, I've noticed that the gap won't fill till either London or New York session, if it's going to fill that next day or within that same, you know, that same day's trading sessions. Generally, then it kind of just leaves it there, and it could even leave it there until FOMC, to be fair, right? Like with all that news, and overall, you know, yes, we've been kind of sideways through the month of July, but this year the buyers have been in control. The bulls have been in control this whole year. Really, all of last year, same thing. It's been a buyer's market. But you also have Amazon and Microsoft earnings this week, so just be on alert that we might not get that gap fill. I really don't want to take it long from 630. I would have preferred that we swept this low that was created on the little pullback that we had, but it's looking like we might get boosty here soon. Like we might pump. Yeah, J Love, the only thing that has me concerned, right? Like obviously right here, yes, everything looks heavy. Everything looks heavy, news looks heavy, everything looks heavy. However, we still are not holding below these lows, right? So you still have trapped sellers hanging out down here, still underwater, unless they exited, you know, break even or slightly green. So yes, while guys, there's nothing in me, to all you perma bears out there, there's nothing in me that wants more than a pullback to this double top high. Even better, this double top high. Right? You might still even have trapped shorts hanging out down here. But I would not be shocked at all, since we barely swept these wick lows, if that was the juice that we needed to push new all-time highs. I would not be shocked at all. And then what's funny is we'll all be crying. We'll be like, what is this? Why are we just pumping new all-time highs? And we'll look back at the charts and go, well, you know, it kind of makes sense. Maybe we need new all-time highs in order to finally get that sell-off. Maybe the buyers this whole stretch actually have targets that are up here and are willing to buy. Keep willing to buy in order to hit their targets to the top side still. I don't know if that's the case, right? But that's just hypothetically speaking. But are we overextended on the Nasdaq? Yes. Is there talks of the AI bubble bursting? Yes. Does price need to come down? Yes. Does that mean price has to come down? No. Definitely not. We could go to 40K before we even see a substantial pullback. J Love, so when we start to get extremely heavy, right? When we start to get extremely heavy, a lot of times what you'll see on the downside, right? Like up here, because we broke this most recent high on the daily, technically right now we have trapped buyers to the top side up here, right? Same thing to the downside right here. All these sellers right here were completely trapped on this pump right back to new all-time highs. Correct? Well, on Friday, you can see we barely wicked those lows, and have reclaimed above and gapped up on the market over the weekend. So technically, these sellers down in this area and down over here are underwater once again on those positions. And if there's still willing buyers here, the idea that the market could continue back towards the top side is there's a high likelihood of that. But yeah, in essence, that's what trapped sellers and trapped buyers means when they say it. Which is why you kind of want to look like probably right here to see if sellers step in. You know, right around here. Because this was the last time we had trapped sellers. Right? You've got a lot of downside wicks here in this 760 to 780 area. So I think this is probably where we want to look. Maybe price peaks above the daily high, wick high here, which is in that same area as well. And that's where you'll really get a tell on who's still in control of the market. If price gets back above that level and starts consolidating above, I would expect the move back towards those all-time highs, or at least the middle of the monthly range of July. You know, at least back in here, probably. Hey, what's up, Puneet? How are you? Now, none of this is financial advice, guys, right? But that's just observations that I've made in my 5 years of trading. Is you've seen things like that happen over and over and over again. And oftentimes what you need to think to yourself is, what's the nastiest thing that the market could do to retail traders right now, right? Retail traders are looking, hey, the market looks heavy. The market looks heavy. Bears are coming in. We're finally going to get that pull all the way to 26,400. The nastiest thing that they could do right now is what they did on Friday, where they peaked below the prior swing low, right? And rip it higher. that is the nastiest thing that could happen right now. Vivek, 27,600. Yeah, I mean, we still have all those gaps below. You know, like there's still imbalances resting below. We've got the daily 100, it looks like, sitting there at 27,675. So yeah, I mean, we definitely could. Definitely could. The question is do we rip back to test the daily 20 first before we get that kind of move? Or do we finally get that big sell that pushes down below 28K and down into those levels that you're talking about? I don't know what's going to happen. I'll play accordingly. You know, my next real area of interest is probably right here. Probably right here. In fact, we have that pivot sitting up there as well. That 50% pivot above R1. That'll be my next like real, hey, let's put on a little bit of size and try to hit a nice trade. Vivek, Quant Hour, most trading platforms have an indicator built in already. I just used the classic style on mine, and on Quant Hour it's just called pivot points. And it paints them for you on your chart. Almost all trading platforms have it within their platform. I don't know about Tradeovate. I never really looked on Tradeovate, so any of you Tradeovate users, if you search for the indicator pivot points, I'm sure they have something. But I know TradingView obviously has them. NinjaTrader, I'm sure, has them. Sierra Chart have them. It's pretty standard. There is a mathematical equation. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I want to say it's open, high, low, close, something like that. Yeah, there you go. So just go to Investopedia. It shows you the formula for it, for pivot points. So pivot equals high, low, close, divided by 3. And then you've got R1, R2, which is resistance 1, resistance 2, and then support 1, support 2, so on and so forth. All right, we got about 80 people in the stream right now, so thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. Stop giving out the song. I know greatest nothing. I know you love the pivots too. My buddy Annan, he was, I mean, that's how he traded. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book, right? Like if it's tried and true and you see it hitting all the time. Now, the one thing I will say is the way that I use pivots is probably different than anybody else. I use them as more determining points, not necessarily for entries, but possible exits for me. So I don't really look at this as a possible entry, right? Even though right now the level's lining up. I generally will use them though if I'm in a trade to determine whether or not I should take profits or get out of that trade. Does that make sense? Just because the pivots do like to test a lot. You can kind of see how many times this pivot has tested and held and rejected. So I would prefer to use my levels as the determining factor. All right, which is why I was kind of saying I want to see that dip below this swing low off the open. And then see if we can get that kind of wick and reclaim action above for the long up to above. Probably these ICT traders are going to love this. These relative equal highs. ICT traders are going to love that. All the rest of us will just say double top. We have an exhaustion print down here, but it's on the 1 minute. The 1 minute isn't as reliable as the higher time frames, just like everything else. So we don't have anything showing on the 5 minute just yet down here. So ideally what I would like to see is that wick and then reclaim. You can kind of see the green zone that we're in right now, but we're in a 4-hour sell zone as well. On the 5 minute chart. All right, we had the exhaustion. We had sellers attempting to push price back below 600. For the exhaustion candle, well, we have exhaustion on 3 points here. So this candle represents a sign of exhaustion. This candle represents a sign of exhaustion. This candle represents a sign of exhaustion. And then the gold dots are absorption. In other words, indicating that there is possibly a passive seller here absorbing this buying. You know, you see it over here on the 15 minute too. So the 15 minute is showing exhaustion on this candle print in the upper right. Is a passive sale like an iceberg? No, Zen. Not an iceberg. icebergs are generally aggressive orders staggered throughout price that are kind of pushing price, you know, aggressively one way or the other, is the way that I've always taken it. I mean, I don't know the exact definition of an iceberg order myself, but when I've noticed when I see other traders talk about iceberg orders, that's generally what it's associated with. So in other words, when you would come over here and just see a flurry on, say, the DOM surface, a flurry of red or green candles with really no red or green candles in the opposing direction printing at all, or red or green bubbles printing at all, someone will say that was an iceberg order. Is that our indicator? Yeah, J-Love, these are the indicators. Well, they're not mine. Albu has built all these. I can't take credit for the construction. I can take credit for a lot of the logic, but I cannot take credit for the construction myself. Albu is the really smart one here. I'm a dumb trader. I like everything simple and easy. He made the complicated extremely easy. J-Love, it's not available yet. It's not available yet. You can get on the wait list for it. It'll only be available on Quant Tower initially. If you go to leveluptrading.com, LVLUP trading.com, you can get on the wait list for it. We are going to have limited users initially. There will be a 7-day free trial, so everybody will get to try it out, but no. You'll take credit for pointing me towards Delta candles. All right, great. It's nothing. Yeah, guys, I am nowhere near brilliant enough to build all this myself. I need to preface that. Am I a good enough trader? Maybe. But as far as coding capabilities are concerned and being tech savvy, not this guy. Not this guy. There are way smarter people out there than myself. Anyone want to short gold? Oh, there's the move up. All right, so it didn't quite get low enough for me. That's the problem. But this is kind of what I was talking about. You see how we were talking about the bright white candles that reverse and flip at a level? It gave you the entry long. It's flipped. That's an instant 30-point move, pretty much. You know, in 5 minutes, 30 points. All the signs were there. Let's see if anything printed at the low here. Not really. Not a whole lot. To the downside if it's above neutral, like let the bulls win, you guys. Captain Price, I can't tell you how many times I've said that over the last month. Like, come on, we're not going anywhere. Price isn't going down. Buyers clearly are in control. Just let price go, sellers. Like, just let it go higher. Like, why are we stuck here? Why is price not going anywhere? Like, just move already. If you can't go lower, go higher. Find the liquidity or volume in order to actually move price. Like, what are we doing, market makers? Yeah, like, this has me confused. Like, why did we not at least peak below if we're not going to go run new highs on this move? Why are we stalling out? Why are we stalling out right here? Why not go higher? They just don't care. Welcome everybody. Smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. I'd appreciate it. We've taken one trade. Got stopped out break even. We were long from 620 earlier on this break. You guys know me. I don't like to execute around the same price twice. See, now we have a little bit absorption print. So there's still this seller. There's still that seller there. Gold. What does gold look like right now? This is the 1 hour chart on gold, on micro gold, by the way. Yeah, that's a big gap for gold too. My goodness. What's CL doing? Big gap down on CL for obvious reasons. ES kind of in a similar boat to Yeah, that big of a gap is kind of alarming. Let's see what YM looks like. Guys, I'm not going to lie, by the way. When you do have access, YM with the levels is so clean on the hourly levels. And I mean clean as clean can be. If you don't mind sitting in a trade, if you do not mind sitting in a trade for a while, YM is definitely it. YM is definitely it. I've been observing this over the last week, and man, do the levels play on YM if you have that hourly toggled on and are looking at nothing else. It looks clean. That might even be like a cheat code, to tell you the truth. I mean, look at this. That is a cheat long entry that's given to you. Giving you the long. Giving you the long if you were able to hold through the weekend. Gave you the short at the top of the move. Oh, man, I really wanted this long for the move up to 700. I know it's coming. I would have much preferred this, though. I mean, I guess we could try something like this if we get the pullback below 620 and just put our stop below this swing low. Like maybe back below 570. And just risk $100 for that move. But I'm going to need some sort of little pullback first. And then we'll target just above 700. Oh, we got 74 people watching? Oh, man. We do have about 80 people watching. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Smash that thumbs up button, like Miss K says. I'm just happy the stream hasn't crashed on us, guys. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. It's such a relief to not have the stream crash on us. Hey, thanks, Puneet. Appreciate you. Yeah, Zap, I think you're right. I have the 9. You know, that's what the faster moving is here. This is the EMA cloud, so it's the 9 and the 21. I just didn't trust it. You know, I would have preferred this sweep first, and it just never happened. It reversed too quickly. We'll leave that order there, though. Might even give it a little bit more room, to tell you the truth. Back down below 550, maybe even. Something like this. It's a lot of risk, though. On a small account, on a 25K account, that's a lot of risk. Yeah, let's just leave it there. You tried longs, you tried shorts. I know, I'm half tempted just to let this play out, man. I do think this is coming. So I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to take that order off, and I'm going to wait. I don't like the look of this. I don't like the fact that buyers, that we have exhaustion. The look of exhaustion up here. We've got absorption on the 5-minute here. We're in a 4-hour sell. We're in a 4-hour supply. Yeah, cap and price. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? You have a 300-point move to the top side already, right off the open. It makes a lot of sense to wait till Tokyo Open, you know, in 40 minutes. It does. It does make a lot of sense to range out a little bit, kind of pause. I keep on getting these notifications from Discord that says you've got orbs. Does anybody know what orbs are on Discord? Sorry, I'm Discord stupid as well. What copy trader do I use, Dion? I use the one I use now currently is built into our terminal. It is a feature on our new terminal. Yeah, orbs. It keeps telling me I have orbs. I don't know what orbs are on Discord. But yeah, Dion, Quantower has a copy trader built in. But I currently use the one that we have built. If I'm copy trading. I don't copy trade a whole lot. 15-minute orb. No, it's on Discord. It's like some sort of gem looking thing. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they're for. What do people use them for? Well, I know what the orb stands for as far as trading is concerned, guys. But on Discord it says I have orbs. What are orbs on Discord? Swag for your avatar? Is that what it is, Greatest Nothing? Virtual reward points you earn for free. I won something? Oh, okay. I get these orbs all the time. I have no idea what they're for. I have no clue what they're for. Use orb at my key level when it lines up. Ching ching. Yeah, I mean, those of you that have access to my pre-market trading plans, yeah, honestly, there's days where I punch myself in the face because I didn't just blindly follow my pre-market trading plan. I'm every bit the victim of getting lost in the sauce early on during regular trading hours and totally ignoring my trading plan. My own trading plan that I come up with long before the market ever opens. I'm guilty of it. Some days. Other days, I take it. And then I'll put a little message in Discord. You'll know if I've taken it if you see the "if you know you know" acronym. You'll know that I've taken that trade. Man, we are just chopping. We are completely sideways right now. Again, one move and then a lot of back and forth. Are any of you good range traders? I'm not good in this. Branditz, what's the... Here, I got you, Branditz. This isn't range, J-Lo. We're just stuck. Like, to me trading in this, it feels like a coin flip. Unless you're really good at reading the tape. Right? If you're really good at reading the tape, I think you could capitalize on this. But you have to have such a high win rate to make it be profitable. You know, yes, obviously hindsight, it's easy to say, hey, let's short the tops, let's short the highs, and long the lows. But I just don't. I know, J-Love. I know. Where were we at? 300? So 350 point, 300. Yeah, nearly 400 point move. Isn't this a bull flag? Generally on bull flags, the action that I would like to see, I would have, you know, had we broken out here and ran those highs, I would have liked it. But I think because we haven't had buyers push that yet, I think we do get one more move down. But yes, you know, generally what you like to see is that flag. You know, you've got the flag stick on the move up, and then you've got the slope back down, the pullback. And then generally what I wait to see is, you know, that trend line break of the flag. So, you know, ideally you would draw out something like this. And then see if you can get that one big surge above the pullback in for the long. The problem with the action that we're seeing right now is you could have drawn this line this whole time, right? Like first here, second one here, third one here, and now you have this one. So it's just like a swinging trend line right now on the 1 minute. But the question is when does this swinging gate of goodness open all the way? You know, when does that happen? Tokyo Open? Yeah, I guess it would be a pretty good time, J-Love, huh? You guys want to do a marbles race? You guys want to do this giveaway while we're just consolidating here? Let me know in the chat. Chat's gone quiet. Chat's gone quiet. Yeah, did you guys bring the marbles grease tonight? Did you bring the grease? Everybody's like, yeah, marbles race. Free account. Give us free account. Let's go. All right, Mason, go ahead and open up the entries for the registration for the marbles race. We'll go ahead and open that up. We'll let that run for 5 minutes or so. Let everybody get their entries in. Give everybody time. Hopefully everything's working. All right. Entries are now open, guys. You got to be on YouTube in order to enter. So if you aren't on YouTube, if you're viewing over on K, pop on over to the YouTube live stream and go ahead and type in !marbles in the chat. And we'll leave that registration window open for a few minutes so everybody has time to get registered, especially if anybody's on a potty break or whatever. Get over to the YouTube live stream and type in !marbles in the chat. And I'll be right back. Got roughly 80 people in here. Guys, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. I would appreciate it. You know what's funny, guys, is as soon as we opened up that registration, I saw this spike in viewers and now it's dropped back off a little bit. Still have roughly 80 people in here, but I saw a spike up to around 100 for a second and then it dropped right off. J-Love, we can't give it away yet. We can't give it away. There will be giveaways in the future of the indicators. There will be. We will give away. We'll do some giveaways at a certain point. But right now it's not publicly available. Telegram, I'm not sure. All I can see is the number of viewers on my chat on Streamlabs. That's how I can see it. I'm not viewing it via YouTube. Like there's a little it tells me how many people are watching via Streamlabs. I'm not sure how accurate it is either. So I really don't know. All right, guys, we'll leave that window open for another minute or so, and then we're going to close it down. But thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I am just ecstatic that the stream has not crashed yet on us. I'm so happy that we have a positive viewing experience. Yeah, Dion, the only type of charts that we know of that it does not work on is Renko. because a lot of them are built on tick data. Your power blinked. Oh no, Ethan, don't lose it. Don't lose it. All right, guys, 20 seconds and we're going to close down that registration window. 20 seconds. Starting to see a massive spike in viewers all of a sudden as soon as we do a giveaway. Welcome everybody that's new. Hopefully you stick around. Hopefully you stick around. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you smash that thumbs up button. Hopefully you don't unsubscribe immediately after the marbles race. That'd be amazing. Actually, we don't have a lot of new subscribers, to tell you the truth. We haven't even hit 8.7K, and we were only 4 subs shy of it. We've only picked up 2 subs this whole stream, so welcome everybody that's viewing. I appreciate you tuning in. Marbles entries are now closed. It's hard to stick around on each of their accounts at the same time. Yeah. Marbles entries are now closed. We're going to give Mason a minute or two to get that track all set up, get all the entries in, and we'll do this marbles race and do this account giveaway for you. Looks like we're going to wait till Tokyo Open, guys. I think we're probably just going to hang out right here until Tokyo Open as far as the NAS is concerned. I'm pretty sure everything else is looking kind of the same right now. Gold's kind of rolling over. CL is stuck in the mud as well after the big move. ES is stuck in the mud. Psych level 7,500 on ES. 81 entries. Oh, that's good. We got 100 people viewing right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Feels good to hit 100 viewers again for the first time in a long time on the stream. Let's see here. Let me see if Mason is ready. Looks like he's got everything all set up. So let me get the race up on my other monitor here. All right, guys. Once again, this is for a 50K Lucid test account. Flex, actually. So good luck, everybody. Obviously, spamming 1 in the chat will make your marble go faster. Please spam that 1 in the chat. And we are off. Down the chute, up the conveyor belt we go. Mason, we might need to look for some new tracks at some point in the near future. We might need to look for some new tracks. We see these same ones all the time. Spam those ones, guys. Spam those ones, guys. Deepak out to the early lead. Oh, on record pace currently. Aramec in second. K-Trades in third. A Teragram. Oh, a Teragram moves up into third. Aramec now has the lead. Aramec makes the jump cleanly with a Teragram. Oh, a Teragram had on the rocket pack down that little stretch of the track. Oh, it's going to be a close race, guys. It's going to be a close race. I haven't seen anybody get yeeted yet. I haven't seen anybody. Oh, there goes Evil. Evil got yeeted. Evil got... Oh, Chief Pepsi getting yeeted. Parolobo. Paralobo. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Paralobo currently has the lead. Aramec in second, a Teragram in third. Oh, stay on the track, Paralobo. Oh, a Teragram and Paul is my name. A Teragram and Paul is my name. How cleanly can we get through here? Oh, Hassan is barreling through. Okay, a Teragram and Paul is my name. Still have the lead. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, they're getting slowed up. Oh, yeet, a Teragram. Land on the track, a Teragram. Oh, a Teragram did land on the track. Deepak. Deepak. Coming down the home stretch. Who's it going to be? Is Deepak going to hang on? Oh, getting completely slowed up. All right, it's going to be Deepak. 1997. You are the winner. You are the winner of the 50K Lucid Flex. We'll let the race finish, guys. And then Deepak, Mock Dash Level Up will be communicating with you via the YouTube chat. So you will need to respond in the YouTube chat within a generous amount of time, just so we can verify your account and get you all squared away. Congratulations. Guys, where is my marble? Like, did I not finish the race again? Where is my marble? Where is my marble? I have the absolute, the absolute slowest marble known to man. Did I finish? Oh, jeez. I was one of the first ones yeeted? Are you kidding me? Jalem, you saw me take a dive a while back? I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. Deepak. Mock Dash Level Up will be communicating with you via the YouTube chat. You will need to respond to him in the YouTube chat because we got to get you verified. Make sure you're a real person. If we can't get you verified, Paul is my name, will be the recipient. You just love to watch a marble fly off the track, Dion. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, back to the charts, guys. Good race. Good race, everybody. Congratulations, Deepak. No, Marzena, that's it. 7th place is respectable. For sure. Oh, guys, we are 1 subscriber shy. If there's a lurker out there that wants to get us to that milestone, if there's a lurker out there that wants to get us to that 8.7K milestone, please click that subscribe button. I will love you forever. I'll let you know when / if it happens, guys. I will let you know. I know, Zenza. It's that resistance level, though. We're gonna hit that 8.7K, and we're gonna end the stream. We're gonna end the stream, and we're gonna go down to like 96. Rotund, do you want to unsubscribe to make it that much harder? I know. There was one milestone level that we got to where like the viewers were messing with me. They were just absolutely messing with me. It was like at 2K subs or something like that. But we went above 2K, we dropped 20 subs, or we got close to 3K and we dropped 20 subs. People were like, and it was like a group of people. Brandon, it's the individual stock futures, I believe so. It might not be till the New York Open tomorrow. I think it might not happen until New York Open, like regular trading hours tomorrow morning. So it might not happen during the overnight, but I think it's going to happen. They said the 27th. So it's technically the 26th here in the US still. All right, there's that nice move up, guys. Looks like we missed it. All right, so go to 700 real quick here. The DOM, just to give you guys a heads up, the DOM is currently showing that interest, still up at 800. I don't know that we get there. I kind of like a rollover from this 700 area to pull back in to test this consolidation range. If we get the pullback at this point and price holds this 630 area, I might try the long, but I think it's gone. I think the move is gone. You can see on the 15-minute, we've got these highs sitting right here. This is the logical target on that long. So I'm pretty sure the move is gone. I don't really see much stopping us from getting there anymore. You know, prices flowed through this area fairly easily without a ton of resistance. So I would anticipate that move up to 700 is coming. Sooner, probably, rather than later. Have a 5-minute exhaustion print at those highs. Hey guys. We did it. We're over 8.7K. Now, the real question. Can we form support at 8.7K? Can we do it? Can we not see below 8.7K on that subscriber count? That's the question. Can that happen? Thanks, Lilu. Appreciate you. And I'm sure it was some of you just creating multiple accounts. I appreciate you. All right, let's see if we can pull back to the 9 EMA. And I'm not opposed to trying that bout. It's not the breakout, it's the retest. Yeah, I know. It's just been heavy resistance for the last month and a half at that 8.7K subscriber mark. It definitely has. And I'm partially to blame, right? I'm definitely partially to blame. I don't put all the blame. I took a break from streaming every day. We didn't produce a lot of content. We put our focus into other things. So, I definitely take the bulk of the responsibility for that. All right, we are long. Oh my goodness, and all of a sudden it gets heavy. I'm going to go ahead and target that 700 area. Hey, what's up, Tim? How are you? Yikes. Here we go. Here comes the volatility. I might add into this if we do hold up. Anything below 600, I'm gonna have to kill this. Let's see what the risk engine's saying. 2 contracts at 47 points, so 94 points of risk on 1 micro. All right, nice push off the 21. Nice push off the 21. Moving back towards the high. Let's go ahead and take risk off now. Go chase down that 700 level. That's what I would like to see. It's a big enough move away where I really don't want it back even back to 650. I want it just to go run to 700 at this point. Oh, lovely. So you can see how the level just popped up, guys. That means there's enough data here now where we could be running into possible higher time frame resistance. I still think we probably get that surge to 700. Just hopefully we do it before any substantial pullback. Honestly, hopefully within the next 10 minutes. All right, let's make sure we lock in something. Yeah, J-Love, I mean, we'll see what happens. You know, like looking at those pivots and everything and where I have a level. Obviously, I have a level right here, 680 to 700. So we'll see if we can surge up into this. I would anticipate 687 at least. You know, a sweep at least a little bit above that wick high. Just kind of have to hope it happens before we get a substantial rip back. You have a fib at 677? All right, there's the 87. So let's go ahead and trail. Let's just go run 700. Just an area of interest from Friday. Yeah, honestly, I was talking about it on Friday with Greatest Nothing. I still think above 28,900, that 930-ish area, probably needs to get traded at some point again, probably even prior to FOMC and all the news. That's due out. Oh, come on. What are we doing? Go wick 700. You were right there. You were right there. What do we get to? 94.75? Trying to be patient. Come on, you're right there. You can do it. I think it has to do it before the Tokyo Open. Oh, come on. You're right there. You're right there, buddy. All right, that's too close, guys. I'm taking that off. It might wick up there. I'm not going to play this games, though. I'm just going to take it off. I'm just going to take that trade off. Lock in the profits. And that would have been target right there. There's the nice spike through, actually. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid. PTSD like crazy. That's one of those trades that I'd typically hold. So ridiculous. I just don't like that look of getting within 2 points, 3 points, and kind of stalling out, right? I don't like the look of that. I've done that before and had it rip 50 points back on me instantly. Patience, young grasshopper. No, I mean, anybody that knows my trading like over a big sample size knows that I typically hold my trades. I hold my positions. I just have PTSD from recent happenings. Look at the rip. Look at the rip. We might be heading right towards 800, guys. Right? Maybe even above 900, like we were talking about. Great as nothing. If you're still around, we might be heading, if you remember our conversation from Friday. How we never got there on Friday, but you think Tokyo Open will sell this? I mean, I will say the trend lately has been Asia come in and sell. Heavy sell too, right? Yeah, Tony, I agree with you. Right? Like looking at the daily, this move makes a lot of sense. I mean, you're at those downside wicks now that we were talking about. There will probably be a little bit of resistance right here. I would say there will probably be some resistance here. Maybe we pump up to like 770s, pull back into 700 for the rip. You know, 700, 680, something like that for the rip higher. So that, you know, that would be my best guess at this point. Maybe even test this wick on the 5-minute. Where's that sitting at? That's sitting right at, yeah, 670. Little exhaustion on the top side of that buying. But we've had exhaustion on the whole moves. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I really appreciate you. We've got 100 people watching right now. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've had 100 people watching at a time. We've got, between Kick and YouTube currently, we've got 98 people watching. So thank you all for tuning in. Man, it really does mean a lot. I appreciate all the love and support. I realize the channel has kind of dropped off and I haven't kept up my end of the bargain as far as the nightly streams, but we're going to get back into it this week. As long as the streams hold up and I don't lose internet and all that, I plan on streaming every night this week, Sunday through at least Wednesday. Thursday and Friday might be a little iffy. Obviously Friday I won't stream. I never stream on Fridays, but Thursday might be a little iffy just with things going on. So stay tuned for that. Tentative on Thursday, but Sunday through Wednesday for sure. Tony, you really want a long CL? What's CL doing? Oh, gosh. I don't know. Holding this swing high right here. I don't know. I don't know. You've got heavy sell coming from just below 83.90. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably wait until you see what happens back down here. If you ask me. Charles, you party on Friday? No, just Friday. I don't really. Well, Friday there's no Globex session first and foremost, right? But Friday is normally when I try to just be done in that first 30 minutes or hour of trading and start my weekend a little bit early. But because of everything that we've got going on with the indicator suite and tools, we're pretty busy outside of the charts right now, and we have calls to make. dealing with attorneys and accountants and Stripe and everything that goes along with payment processors and all that stuff, everything that goes along with the back end side of things. There's a lot to do and a lot that needs to happen. We're in the final phases of beta testing this week as well. So it's crunch time, in other words. It's crunch time. Have to get things done. It's a necessity to get things done. Got no time to waste. All right, nice little pullback here. Let's see what happens in a couple minutes off the Tokyo Open. Was that 680? Did 680 get traded? Or did it not quite get there? Boy, buyers are loving the 9 EMA right now, huh? Buyers are loving the 9 EMA. Yikes. Are we going to make a 100-point rip here in this next minute? What's going on? Antigua, nice bull flag. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, all the way. One right here, which I actually took this one. One right here. One right here. Technically one right here. Yeah, Casper, honestly, after big moves like we've seen, I don't know how you guys feel. Like, we're up 1.5%, a little over 1.5% right now on the Nasdaq in 2 hours since the market opened. So I don't know how you guys feel about adding into positions when we're like certain percentage moves up, you know, off of opening price that quickly. I have a hard time adding into positions after big moves like that, just strictly because you have to risk so much technically on the position. You know, we're catching probably the tail end of this run. I would imagine up here in the 770s, you know, you have the prior week's open sitting right here. I'd imagine right here we run into some resistance. Someone in the chat said it was building a bull flag. Oh, you're talking about yourself, J-Love? Are you referencing yourself? Yeah, Chubu, I'm right there with you. I think it's very difficult for me to do that. Like, if I think I'm at near the bottom or top of a move, I've got no problems adding on pullbacks. But when you're entering what you feel could be the last, you know, stretch of a run, stretch of a trend, where we might be running into either support or resistance, I think oh yeah, gold is ripping. Gold is ripping. Look at that, guys. You know, that, I mean, this is nearly 40-point pullback. You know, right off the Tokyo Open too. That's tough. That's tough. See what happens here at that 670 area. I mean, the next level our levels have on the higher time frames really isn't until all the way up here back above 29K. I do think, however, when we trade back into some of these prices, we'll run into some, like, you'll have new resistance levels that print. We're going to give this a shot. We're going to give this 670 buy a shot. I'm not going to give it a whole lot of room, though. And I'm only looking for a scalp on this move. All right, instant stop out. I'm okay with it. I lost about $20 on that move. It was worth a shot on the bounce off this little swing high. But I didn't want to give it a whole lot of room because this could easily snap back down to the consolidation range. You're fading me. Oh, you were short from up above, Chubu. I mean, you're looking good right now. You're looking good at least for the pullback. I don't know. I would probably start tight trailing here at 630 myself. It's Mike with the young grasshopper comment on YouTube. You watch both streams? Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, the better viewing experience is obviously on Kick, right? More people are tuned into YouTube though. Another one of my rules, guys, is I don't let a green day ever go red. So like once I have profit secured, no matter what happens, I'm going to end this session green on this account. I never let a green day go red. So I'll probably take one more crack at a trade. And then if that one fails, that'll probably be it for me on this account for the night. That's just one of my hard rules that I don't break anymore. Because there is nothing worse than having a profitable day locked up or a green day locked up and then letting it go red. Oh, thanks, Chubu. Appreciate you. Yeah, for those of you that don't see the comment, because obviously I don't have the multi-stream chat showing anymore anywhere on the stream itself. If I'm responding to something, you hear me talking to somebody, it might be on the Kick stream because we are live on Kick. So just in case you're lost in the conversation. Yeah, we got a good community here. I've been very fortunate about who has stuck around for my streams. Very fortunate with the community that we've built. We don't get a lot of trolling. The trolls kind of beeline it to other channels. So we got a nice, safe community in the trading space, which is rare, extremely rare. Tony, you're long from 630. We'll see. There's just still so much selling pressure. I think at this point, I would want it to reclaim back above this 9 EMA. Possibly back even above the 21 for longs for me. Rotund, hey, that's what I do here. Be careful of the quiet ones. Yeah, Tony, I mean, look, like that's a big move, right? Like generally after big moves like that, you do want to see some kind of retracement, regardless of what the overall direction, the continuation direction is. So it's worth a shot. You have interest there. You know, I think if buyers are going to defend, that is probably where they're going to start stepping up, 630 to 620, to try and hold price. But I can also see, you know, we swept that high. Tokyo opened. We've sold off. I can also see sellers pushing back below that swing low that we were talking about at the beginning of the stream, which is kind of what I'm waiting on right now. I like this. If we can get that wick below, like we were talking about earlier, down into 560, 570, price to hold up there and reclaim back above 600. The long from 605 up into that 800 level looks really good to me. I mean, that's going to be a 200-point trade. So that's what I'm waiting for and what I'm seeing. You know, obviously you have all these 1-minute FVGs to the top side for all those high CT people out there. So if you're looking for a short entry, if you think we're going down there, you know, there's spots all along this move that will serve as possible entry points. Do we have an IFVG? I guess right here. You have an IFVG on the 1 minute, which kind of already played out on the retest. FMG full moon gap. IF Fiji. You learned a mishmash of ICT concepts and other stuff in crypto. Yeah, Zen. I mean, I can spot them, but they're not part of my strategy. You know, what I see here is I see imbalance. I don't see fair value gap, so to speak. All right, so technically right now we have the break, we have the retest. If buyers hold up here, I would look for that move back towards the highs. Obviously, you'll have a point of interest sitting right here just above 680. But selling has kind of stalled out. We're starting to see signs of exhaustion. I still ideally would like to see the sweep back below this, you know, so that I'm not early on the move, but that could force me to miss the trade as well. Now we're rejecting the 9. We've got the flip on the cloud, or the crossover on the cloud. But from current price, this is still just too much risk. I would have to risk going negative on the session, and I can't risk that yet. It's my theme song playing now. Oh, Zen, is it the oh, you mean the track that runs on the like the stream starting scene? Is that what's playing right now? Is that what you're talking about? Got you. Got you. Gold is flying? Really? Oh man, gold is flying. Let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, you're kind of running into that spot. I think, I mean, you have a higher low that you've just put in. You know, this is the 1 hour. So, I mean, I guess you're watching up in this area. You know, you've got downside wick, you've got wicks, you've got tops, you've got top. Kind of everything's lining up in here. So yeah, I can see a move back a little bit higher even on gold, and then if you get that breakthrough, that retest, probably a long back up to this area makes a lot of sense right here. 4,300 roughly. 4,290. I mean, that's a big move. It's a big move on gold if that happens. All right, there's kind of that area on the Nas that we were talking about. Let's see if sellers can rip back towards this low, or if buyers are going to hold this 9 EMA. Wow, price is jumpy right now, guys. I don't know about you, but price is jumpy. I still like the move back below this. Let's get sellers to get a little bit aggressive. Let's have price fall back below that 580 area, and then see if we can pick up some buyers. I don't necessarily want to enter the long before that happens. Not with the sellers being aggressive right at the Tokyo Open. And I guess if I miss the topside move, I just have to accept it at this point. You know, being 300 points off the Open, I just have to accept that I don't get to catch the, you know, the 100-point move back to the top, back to the highs. Just risking too much with a long entry from here. Love jumpy equals volatility somewhat. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so our synthetic, like, this is our synthetic VIX reading right now on MNQ, is up at 27. You know, it's telling you, hey, it's jumpy, it's going to be volatile, so be careful. Size down, you know, put in your max risk that you're willing. You've got a high slippage possibility, so everything's saying size down, like widen that stop on that size down. ES, for those of you trading ES right now, if you were to risk $300 per trade on MES, it's telling you 8 contracts. It's not nearly as bad. It's still stressed, but it's still showing its ticker VIX at 23. And I shouldn't even call it VIX. It's like, it's just a volatility reading. So your slippage risk is really high if you were to market. So don't use market orders. Definitely use limit orders right now. Yeah, Mike. I know it is. It is. There's no ads on Kick. There's no ads on Kick. Kick is definitely the better like image quality for sure. For sure. It's better for the streamer too. Monetization wise. I mean, my channel on Kick is not anywhere near monetization, but it is definitely better for the streamer. And yeah, there's less lag on the stream as you comment on YouTube. I know. Yeah, Zen. I mean, this is kind of where the area that you want to watch. Right here. 4-second lag on Kick. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Yeah, it's here, Graham. That's how they are combating or trying to compete with the other platforms. They're mainly, you know, they've got casino money backing, so they don't need the upfront money. So yes, they are taking a loss in hopes that in the future they will be the bigger live streaming platform, right? Like that's their business tactic. All right, if we can make that move back to 605, I'm going to be long on this. Yeah, my like the trading niche isn't quite big enough, right? Like, there's only a couple of trading streamers on Kick currently. I'm honestly surprised some of the bigger streamers, other than Rips, haven't moved to Kick. Right? The bigger streamers on YouTube, it makes a lot of sense to stick with YouTube because the revenue is pretty good on YouTube once you get to a certain size. But it's up until that point, it doesn't make sense, right? Like, Kick actually will pay you a wage once you get to a certain point. All right, guys, I am long. Kind of an instant drawdown right now. Sellers have been largely in control, so I'm definitely countering the move right now. But I still think buyers might step up from this spot. So I'll just put my stop right below that swing low that we just had and see if we can get buyers to push back up to those 630s. And if they don't, I'll take this stop out, and that'll be my last trade of the night. It's kind of that 580 area we were wanting to see bounce. Actually, I kind of like this move. So we'll target 670s. Kick has a piece of Kick corporate wise. Yeah, I mean, I know Rips is, I mean, he's a professional card player, right? Like a professional poker player. And Kick is like casino owned. I mean, it's basically a streaming platform that all the online gambling streamers go to. We're still okay on this position. I might be in a little bit of drawdown, but price is holding up okay. Does that mean it's going to play out in my favor? No, definitely not. We still could sweep below 580 on this push. But I like the entry. The idea is good. Need buyers to come back in, though, and push back above that 9 EMA. Get back above, you know, back towards that 630. If we get back up to 630, like I said, I'll go break even on the trade. Then we'll be hands off at that point. Actually, I'm going to go break even now because I kind of want buyers to get aggressive through this area. And I will actually just trail via the... I don't know what's going on here. Where's my stop? There we go. I'll trail via the 9 at this point. Really need them to push through that 630 level. Push through 630 and 640. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. I'll take this stop out, guys. After that, I'm fine with that. We caught the move that we were looking for. I'm not going to stomach a 30-point snapback on you in half a second. I'm okay with that. Nice exit. Nice little catch of the reversal. I'm perfectly fine taking that stop out. All right, so that puts us at $121 tonight on 3 trades. One small loser, 2 winners. That brings this account up to, puts in another winning trading day on this account. That brings this account balance up to $25,334. So we're still a ways away from payout, but we're doing well. We're doing well on this account, especially considering I haven't traded it a whole lot. I'm going to wrap things up there for tonight, guys. I'm not going to take any more trades tonight. I'm going to let the chaos of the Asia session happen, probably without me. Wake up tomorrow and see how we're sitting tomorrow. This is a lot of back and forth, a lot of 50-point, moves. But yeah, not bad trading tonight. Not bad trading tonight. I'm stuck on 1 micros, unfortunately, until this account gets up above 1,000, unless price is extremely slow. So it's going to be slow going on this account. But the idea behind this account, I told you guys from the beginning, is to track this account from start to finish and see if we can push this single account to live, because I haven't been live with Lucid yet. The accounts that I'm a little more aggressive on, I keep getting to like payout 2 or payout 3, and then account goes poof. So and yeah, we'll see if we can get it there. That's the hopes. It might take us a month to do it, but we'll see if we can get it there. It might take us 2 months to do it, actually, because it's 5th payout with Lucid. Guys, if you're continuing to trade this, trade safe, stay patient, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you all tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern. Peace.